Hello, in this video I will be talking about custom fields. Custom fields is a feature which allows you to correct database structure, add custom columns to some tables, and then make it possible to enter some data into that field where necessary. So, to create custom field, you have to log in as administrator to Business Manager, and then you select Settings and Settings again. Here on the Settings screen we have a button with the caption Edit Custom Fields. Let's click on it, and here we have custom field list. From here we can create a new custom field. Let's click New button. And then we have to provide field name. Let's say we will be adding this field to a quote, and let's name it term, and let's find quote entity type here. Field caption will be term. Predefined values, we select nothing here because our value type will be not string but date. And we can select is required checkbox if this field must have some value to make it possible to save an entity. For example, if we leave term empty, save button won't be available until we fill it. And I click save and close, and now we have term field for quote entity type. To apply changes to database, you can see here in the list that database update required. Let's log out and log in as admin again. When we are logging in, application will make corresponding changes to a database structure and create this custom field. If we will go to Settings again, Edit Custom Fields, you can see that this checkbox is no more here, which means that term field was created. When I was creating a field, I forgot to mention that field name should not contain any spaces, dots, and other symbols, so try to use only letters and probably numbers. Let's go now to quote list. Here is a quote list, and we would like to see our term field here, and when we open a quote we want to have it somewhere here as well. To do that, we have to go to List View Customization screen, gear icon, list views, and let's filter this list by quote type, and here we have our default list view, quote list view. Let's clone it, and let's click Add button. In the field name we have to find our term custom field, which is now here. Okay, and we have added it here. Let's drag it somewhere, I don't know, before quote due date, and save. And let's try to open quote list in a separate tab to check that term is here. Alright. Now we have to do the same for data entry form. So again, I select a gear, data entry form layouts, entity type will be quotes, detail view, and let's clone it. And here we have our quote data entry form layout. Again, I have to add a new field here and find our term field. I can change caption if needed, and then select how many columns it will take. Let's say it will take only one column. Line count is not has no effect for date fields, and OK. Now we have a term field here, and we will find it here. Let's move it to maybe, I think it will be date, number, fuzzy scheme. So let's move it after date, for example. So I open it and drop here. What we have, cat2 was moved here. Well, doesn't matter, we can change columns as needed to fit fields better. Now we have it, and target users, target roles, everyone will get this form for quote form. I save it. Now if I will try to open some quote, then we find our term field here, and we can change information here. For example, I select some date and click Save and Close, and you can see that term is now displayed in my list. So we have a custom field, and we are able to use it in UI, and we edit it into data entry form at desired place, and list view also at necessary order in the column set. Also, custom fields can be easily used in the custom reports. For example, we now want to print a quote and include this term value in our quote form. Let's do this. Let's open reports and templates. Let's go to reports and templates again. Let's find some default template for a quote, this one, and let's clone it. It will be quote copy. I click OK, and you can see now our quote template. We have quote valid due and quote date. Let's say we want to add our term here as well. What to do? Let's increase the height here and move this stuff a bit lower, and then select these two values and insert them. Let's move like this and type term here. Now let's move this up. Like this and like this. And we can return this a bit higher. And make this one smaller again. And now we want to link this cell with a date with our term. Let's go to field list, open quotes, and find our custom field here. I drag it over here, no luck. For some reason it does not recognize my column. Because this is wrong. Let's copy paste this field. Because type of this date is page info, but we want to use label. Right. Expand. Like this. And again, let's try to drop term here. And we want to make the same formatting. be done where it is. I didn't use designer for some time. Border, background, text alignment, middle center, font should be higher, maybe 12, I suppose, like this. And now we want formatting, text format string. Let's say it will be datetime, like this. Okay, or we can use like this, 0:D. Alright, so we have term here now. I save it. And let's go to quote list. Select our quote. We have selected 30 of April. Select print button, and we have quote copy template here. I click on it, and you will find our term in the template. So this is how custom field is now included in the printing form of our quotation. The next thing which I can demonstrate is client portal. If I will return to data entry form layouts and find quote form, you can find this column here, only for new entities. It allows us to separate data entry forms for two types of usage. The first type is when a new object of this type is created, which means this is a new entity, and for existing entities. As you see, for the quote detail view portal, for the portal we have two quote forms. One is for existing entities, another one for new entities. And say we would like to include this term field only to a form when which is displayed for clients when they create new quote requests. So let's clone this form, and we have a pretty simple form for client portal, and target roles is customer. Let's add our term field here. Okay, let's move it to a quote group, and let's leave it here. Alright, so we have term here. Save. Now let's go to another browser and log in as a customer. Let's click create a new quote request, and you can see that our term field is here. So for example, I provide some job title, new quote, provide some term, select some languages, and submit a quote. And now if I will return to my main admin browser and go to list of quotes, and you can see that our new quote request submitted by a customer is here with the term that they provided. So that's all that I wanted to demonstrate about custom fields. I showed how to create them, how to add them to all views, how to use them in reports and printing templates, how to use them in client portal, for example. And that's all. Actually, you also want to may go to settings, edit custom fields, and change field caption, and also mark a field for deletion as well. And next time you log in, this field will be deleted from the system. But you cannot rename the field, so if you want to set another name, you have to delete the custom field and create a new one with a new name, otherwise old name will be remained. And the last feature linked with custom fields, which I wanted to demonstrate here. Let's go to quotes again, and let's find our quote, the last one, where the term is specified, and let's use Excel export import functionality. Let's export selected rows to a file in Excel and open it. And now you can see that this Excel file contains information about our quote, and if I will scroll to node status term, we should find here it is. Here is our term field. So now Excel export import functionality, it supports custom fields in Excel file. And if I, for example, change it from 29 to say 15 and save a file, then get back to my application and click import, select the file and find my export file, I get success message, and when I click OK, you see that term is now 15th of April, so custom fields are fully supported by Excel export import functionality. The same applies to database export import. If I will go to settings and find export all data to JSON file and then import data from JSON file, these two operations also support your custom fields. So if you have a custom field and data in there and you click export data, then your JSON file will include your information from your custom fields. So that's also important. It wasn't available in TBM 5 and now it's available in 6 version. So thank you for watching. Hope it was useful video for you, and see you in next tutorials.